Hey guys, my name is Francisco Hernandez, and today I'm reviewing the new XPLOR Pro TTL, or as Godox is calling it, the new AD600 Pro. For those of you who are not familiar with the original XPLOR 600, it's a 600 watt strobe that offers high-speed sync, it's also battery operated, and has wireless capabilities due to the fact that it has a built-in receiver. When that light came out back in 2016, it honestly was a game changer in the world of off-camera flash. And I know that word gets thrown out way too often in videos and reviews, but it honestly was because it offered so much at such a great price. I still highly recommend that light to this day. But today we're talking about the successor to that light, which is the XPLOR Pro TTL, so let's get started talking about that. So one of the major upgrades to the XPLOR Pro TTL is the fact that it has a way improved color accuracy of plus or minus 75 Kelvin. This is a pretty big improvement from the original XPLOR 600, which had a color temperature shift around plus or minus 200 Kelvin. You can tell that Godox was really wanting to compete with ProPhoto and brown color, and I honestly think they did a great job considering the fact that the XPLOR Pro can be found at around $900 or $950 with the original transmitter, and the other two lights can be found at upwards of $2,000, not including the transmitters that are needed for them. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys and let you know that color accuracy isn't so important to my work, but if it is important to your work, especially if you do product photography or commercial photography where color accuracy definitely needs to be on point, then this light may be something that you want to look into. I did do a little bit of testing when it came to the color accuracy, but I didn't want to put anything in the video that wasn't as good as what I was seeing online. So instead, I'm just going to leave a link to a video or two in the description area below so you guys can check that out for more information when it comes to the color accuracy. I'll also leave a link to a diagram that I saw that shows the color temperature variances between the XPLOR Pro TTL and the Broncolor Cirrus L and the ProPhoto B1X. And I thought it was pretty interesting because the XPLOR Pro TTL showed the best results even though it's rated at being less accurate than the Broncolor Cirrus L. Another improvement of this light is the improved bulb design, which is now in the shape of a horseshoe, and it also has a frosted dome on the top. The new bulb design and the frosted dome are going to come together to create a really nice even distribution of light, which is going to help avoid hotspots. I did do a little bit of testing with the original XPLOR and the new XPLOR 4 feet from a blank wall at the same power output. I'm going to go ahead and throw the images on the screen so you guys can see just how different the distribution of light is from each light with and without the reflectors, bare, and with each other's reflectors. As you can tell from the photos, the original XPLOR 600 is pretty concentrated in the center, and although that's good for power, you also have to consider the quality of light. So it'll be powerful, but it might have some hotspots as well when it's not modified in something like a softbox. The improvement of the new bulb design and the frosted dome on the new XPLOR Pro TTL is going to be helpful in evenly distributing the light when used either bare or with the reflector. But if you're going to be using both lights with the same modifier, let's say the 30-inch glow pair pop, then the differences between the two lights is going to be negligible. I really want to focus on that for a second because I know some of you guys right now are thinking that the XPLOR 600 is more powerful, but it's only with the included 7-inch reflector. The changes made to the new XPLOR Pro TTL were made so that you can use the light bare and not having to risk those extra deep hotspots. Another welcome improvement of the new XPLOR Pro TTL is the improved modeling lamp, which is now 38 watts. This is definitely something that a lot of the original XPLOR users are going to be happy about, considering the fact that the original XPLOR had a modeling lamp around 8 to 10 watts. And it was also LED, which drew a bluish tint. And I definitely picked up on that because I would use the original XPLOR's mounting lamp a lot when I didn't have a dedicated video light. You can clearly see the differences in the light power between the two, but you can also see the differences in the color temperature. Both videos are shot at the exact same color temperature of 5600 Kelvin. The last major improvement of the XPLOR Pro TTL is the improved recycle time of 0.9 seconds at full power. The original XPLOR 600 had a recycle time of around 2.5 seconds, and that was perfectly fine with me, but for fast shooters out there who wanted a faster recycle time, then you're definitely going to be happy about this improvement. Because of this improvement, you're now able to shoot at 1/16th power and below instantaneously. I did want to quickly mention that because of the improved recycle time, there was a little bit of a trade-off in the battery life. So although the original XPLOR 600 had a battery life of around 500 full powered shots, the new XPLOR Pro TTL has a battery life of 370 full powered shots. I know that some of you are thinking that that's going to be a big difference, and it is a little bit of a difference, but that's 370 full powered shots. If you're using less power, then you have a lot more shots to work with, and even if you're using full power, that's 370 full powered shots, so that's definitely going to be good for at least a couple hours of use. Although it's not out yet, there is going to be an AC adapter option that you can buy in case you shoot in the studio often and don't want to have to worry about the battery life. One more welcome upgrade that I want to mention is the improved handle design, which no longer has any steps to work with, so that makes it completely silent. I'm personally really happy with this new design because one of the biggest complaints I had about the original Explorer 600 was that handle, because you had the possibility of stripping the handle and keeping it stuck in place, which is exactly what happened with this Explorer 600. And I didn't do it, it was my cousin, and I had it for about 2 weeks. He tightened it too hard and it stayed stuck in place. So the only way to fix it is to kind of remove the handle entirely. And I'm not that, kind of technical of a person. I'm not that savvy when it comes to doing stuff like that. So this is something that I've avoided for a while. I do have 2 Explorer 600s in addition to this one, so that's why I don't use this one. I use those other ones. There are pros and cons to everything, so I did want to mention the con of the new handle design, and that's that you have to be careful about when you loosen it, that you want to be able to grab the light so it doesn't fall too hard down or up. And I did experience that. I did smash my finger, my middle finger here, so you definitely want to watch out for that. So if you're curious about how the case looks like for the new Explorer Pro TTL, this is it. It's a lot smaller than the original Explorer 600, and that's going to be a welcome addition in case you have small spaces to pack your stuff in. You have an area for the Explorer Pro TTL, the battery, the charging cord, and one extra spot that I found perfect to put your AC adapter in case you want to get that. Although it's not out yet, there is going to be an extension head option for this light, just like there was one for the original Explorer 600. Alright, so that's pretty much it for my initial review of the Explorer Pro TTL. I might do another one in about 2 months or so, just in case I get any updates on the light or if anything comes out that has to do with the Explorer Pro TTL. I am going to be ending the video with a portrait shoot that I did with the light with my friend and model Suzette, so be sure to check that out. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, comment with anything that I might have missed, and subscribe if you're new here because I do put out educational content every single week. Alright, take care guys, and I'll see you in the next one.